make life better for our people. A statesman, he believes in the true federalism and our constitution. Anytime policies or decisions are to be made and policy rolled out, and he will not keep quiet if the right thing is not done, because he will speak, and when he speaks, the whole nation is always at attention. So he's a Nigerian to the core. I can only pray that God will grant his soul the rest.
Aiyedatiwa, who promised not to abandon the legacies of the deceased, said he will be sorely missed and celebrated.
It takes solace in this that he lived a purposeful life with all that he has been able to achieve while he was here on earth. And we cannot but also celebrate him because he died in service to humanity, especially the people of Ondo State, while in office as governor, the first of his kind in Ondo State. So he deserved a state burial, and that is exactly what we will give him.
The governor solicited the support of the people for his administration, reaffirming his passion to grow every sector of the state's economy while making life more abundant for residents. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Traditional rulers across Ondo State have been enjoined to continue to support the state government in the task of entrenching development at the grassroots. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa and the traditional institutions remain integral to the overall development of Nigeria. Aiyedatiwa posits that the Ondo State government will continue to accord traditional rulers a pride of place to contribute their quota to the development of the state.
When you talk of peace and security in a particular state, the traditional institutions are very key because they dwell among the people, and you talk of grassroots mobilization. The traditional institutions, they are the best to do that. And it's only when you have the grassroots mobilization, you'll be able to know what they need at the grassroots through the KBCs. So it relates more at the closer range with people than those of us that are here at the capital city, at the seat of government. So we cannot but relate with you because you are partners in governance and in progress, in development. That is the way it should be. I remember when the budget is to be crafted, they have to do bottom up. They went to the whole community, interface with the rurals and the various stakeholders, so that we'll be able to know their need. And from there we can begin to make our budget so that the budget can have human face, because it's for the people, not for us. It's for everybody. And Ondo State is not just Akure, the capital city. Ondo State comprises of the entire 18 local government and 33 LCDAs. That is where the people are residing. Yes, we have rich population in Akure, but the over 4 or 5 million population we're talking about in Ondo State, they are not in Akure, they are spread all across the state. So we must interface with the traditional institutions to know their needs and their various local government and LCDs. So we are partners in progress, in peace, in development, in every way, because we cannot do much without relating with your institutions.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa speaking there. Commanders of Amotekun Corps in the southwest region have promised to sustain former Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu's dream and legacy of keeping the region safe. They gave the assurance after a joint Amotekun trek in honor of the late Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Kuliari reports that the Amotekun commanders and their officers began the walk from Sacred Heart Cathedral and terminated the exercise at the governor's office in Alabaka, Accra.
The Amotekun Corps, inaugurated on January 9, 2020, collectively by the Southwest Governors, Kayode Fayemi Ekiti, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu Ondo, Seyi Makinde Oyo, Dapo Abiodun Ogun, Isiaka Oyetola Osun, and Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. The initiative was conceived by the late Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to address emerging security challenges within the state using local personnel with in-depth knowledge of their communities. The initiative aimed to complement existing security agencies and provide swift responses to local security issues, which had as the fore clashes between farmers and elders in the region. To honor the former governor, the Ondo State Amotekun commander Adetunji Adeleye led other commanders from Osun, Ogun. The Ondo State Commander Adetunji Adeleye said it is evident that the Amotekun Corps has become an indispensable asset in maintaining peace and security in the region. He affirmed that the Amotekun Corps in the Southwest is committed to sustaining the legacy.
The good work that he has done is mainly in the provision of security of lives and property in the Southwest. We all knew what the security situation was 3 years ago. In the Southwest greatly improved. So we are resolute and determined in continuing the good work that he started.
His Oyo State counterpart, Colin Olayinka Olayanju, said the state governor, Akeredolu, will forever be missed in the Southwest region.
As far as I'm concerned, I just feel his call to glory is just a phase, because he will continue to be with us. We were with him and we will continue to be with him.
The Amotekun Corps has been instrumental to curbing criminal activities, ensuring the safety of residents and fostering a sense of security within communities in the Southwest region. Its set objective of protecting lives and properties, according to Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Kunle Ariyo, Osrc News.
The governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has directed the caretaker chairman of the 18 local government areas and 33 local council development areas in the state to vacate their seats. The suspension is contained in a letter by Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs and signed by Alonge Adiwale. Sequel to their suspension was a court order. It would be recalled that an Accra High Court, presided over by Justice Yemi Fasomi, had granted an interim injunction filed by the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) and a person or persons not democratically elected as member or members of caretaker committees to administer the affairs of the local councils and the LCDA, pending the determination of the interlocutory injunction in the suit. Justice Fasomi later barred the caretaker chairman from operating after they had resumed office on the excuse that they had been sworn in before the order was granted. The letter asked the suspended caretaker chairman to submit without delay all assets and properties of the respective local government councils and local council development authorities. New year, new developments within the camp of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Ondo State, as the State Working Committee announces the suspension of the party's chairman, Mr. Fatai Adams. But that suspension has been met with an immediate disapproval. But now, while the State Working Committee inched its decision on the powers drawn from the party's constitution, the national body also maintains that the state lacks such power. There's more on that development in this report and how the PDP intends to resolve the situation.
It is a new year that has brought forth with it a new development within the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Ondo State. On 2nd of January 2024, 9 members of the State Working Committee assented to the suspension of the party's chairman, Mr. Fatai Adams, citing allegations of anti-party activities.
It is the morning after the news of the suspension of the chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State. And right here at the headquarters of the party in the Alagbaka axis of Akura, the Ondo State capital, the gates to the premises is rather closed. An unusual situation to what you find in previous days.
State Publicity Secretary of the party, Kennedy Perrottet, described the step as a surgical operation to put the party in a stance to win election in 2024.
If anybody says it's unexpected, well, maybe that's his personal opinion. For us, it's just start to do opinion. I responded by saying, what I just said is his opinion, which is not the position of our party, constitutionally speaking. So we are in this, and we believe it is for the health of the party.
Former chairman of PDP in Ondo State, Ebenezer Alabi, wants adequate intervention to resolve the situation for the betterment of the party.
The constitution actually provided that at ward executive level, at local government executive level, at state executive level, they can exercise disciplinary action on members. There's no doubt about that one. The constitution says so. The same constitution now has another provision that says if you are a member of NEC, that is the National Executive Council, no other organ of the party can exercise disciplinary action on you. So it now depends on where you are placing the whole thing. But like I said, as one of the leaders of the party, my role is to participate in calling them, say what really happened. Let's even hear them out. What gave reason for that development? Why that suspension? What are the problems on ground? So it is now left for us to dissect it and see how we can resolve it amicably.
While the State Executive Council is scheduled to meet on 4th of January, approving or disproving the suspension will be on the cards. But the National Working Committee has enjoined all members in the state to remain united.
And that's Sunshine Report.